Alright, folks, are you chill? Are you comfy? 'Cause I know I am. It's a real rainy day here in Seattle today, so rather than go outside, why not just sit inside and read a good old issue of Nintendo Power? That's what we're going to do today. Today, we're going to look at... Oh, come on, I had it up. There we go. Issue 114, which is the issue that coincides with the release of Ocarina of Time. Clearly, it's right there on the cover. Hold on, just getting a little set up with a little bit of jams in the background. Now, this issue was requested by a close friend of mine, Panzer. I may take more requests in the future, but for now, this is what we're going to do. Now, this issue I have never read, personally, so this is going to be all new to me. So let's dive in together, shall we? Opening the first page, we have a fantastic spread for Ocarina of Time, the biggest N64 game at the time. Play around with this, and you might take out an eye. I wonder if this middle part was supposed to be like a poster. When you see pages kind of laid out like this in this reader, I feel like this little section on the side here is like a poster that was supposed to be taken out and scanned and whatnot. Because I believe this whole thing is one page. As usual, it opens up with another ad of like, hey, you should subscribe to Nintendo Power for $20 a year. Come on, man, it's super cool, super fun. Order now, and you can also grab a $10 discount on a Zelda game pack, an official player's guide, or a rockin' game soundtrack. So in this issue, oh no. Okay, in this issue we're going to be getting strategies, apparently, for Body Harvest, Buck Bumble, Extreme G2, Fighting Force 64, Glover, NHL, Scars, and Wipeout 64. I'm already seeing a few games here that I definitely want to take a look at. Plus, peeks at Rogue Squadron, which we looked at the sequel last time, and Superman. Oh boy. And introducing the Game Boy Color. Interesting. Was the Game Boy Color not out at this point? I would think it would have been. Ye snooze, ye lose. Full page spread for the Golden Cart of Zelda. Get thee to a participating retailer starting October 24th, 1998. Reserve thyself a copy whilst supply lasts. Have ye what it takes. Oh man, this must have been... Okay, when did Pokemon... Hold on, now I'm curious. Pokemon Red came out in... Oh man, okay. Damn, Pokemon was just coming out too. Pokemon came out this year. I believe this is November 1998 is the issue of this. The Pokemon had just come out this year as well. That's crazy. Wonder how much Pokemon we'll see in this magazine, because I don't know if it like had been as huge of an impact right out of the gate. I think it would have been, because the anime really kind of upsold it. It's really cool. I love this ad, actually. Just the jail cell of all the Pokemon in it. There's some nasty bugs going around, folks. Like Buck Bumble. Be prepared. We'll probably have to take a look at Buck Bumble. If only for the theme song. I mean, really, let's be real. I've never actually played the game, or even really seen any gameplay footage. I just know the theme song, which is really, really good. Beginning his noble quest, young Link faces the perils of the Deku Tree, Dodongo's Cavern, and Jabu Jabu's Belly. Step into Hyrulean legend yourself and enter these dangerous dungeons beginning on page 16. So we're going to get a good look at what sounds like the first 3 dungeons of Ocarina of Time. We're going to be looking at Body Harvest, which is a game that I definitely want to look at, which I'll get into when we get there. Glover, oh no. Guys, do you love the glove? Because I sure don't. But we'll probably be taking a look at Glover too, because I mean, come on. Glover. A magical and congenial glove has his work cut out for him on his mission to grab a wizard from the clutches of a doomed fate. Yeah, I guess the Game Boy Color was just coming out. Because if Pokemon had just come out earlier this year, the Game Boy Color was not out yet. That's really awesome. See your old Game Boy games in a whole new light on Game Boy Color. Catch our first peek at games designed especially for its 32,000 color palette. Let's see, yeah, we got strategy for Ocarina of Time, Buck Bumble, Scars, ooh, Banjo-Kazooie, Body Harvest Glover, NHL. You know, we saw all those earlier. Special features of, yeah, it was listed earlier, Rogue Squadron, the Game Boy Color, and Superman. Pokemon Power, the 4th version of it, so Pokemon was just taking off. Alright, let's dive in. As always, these issues are going to start with very front heavy, the fan mail, which we absolutely have to read because I love reading the fan mail. Let's see. Player's Pulse, Zelda, Zelda, Zelda. Sure, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the only thing on your mind this month. Let's not forget about Game Boy Color, Body Harvest, or Extreme G2. Here's some letters to keep you busy. Alright. So what are we writing about today in the fan mail? In response to your question on whether or not you should retire the Super Nintendo charts, I say no. I've been waiting years for the release of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, not only because I'm a Zelda fanatic, but also because I really want to see Zelda sweep the power charts for all categories. If you take the Super Nintendo charts out now, Nintendo Power readers won't get to witness this rare event. Zelda must claim its title as the most popular game ever for all systems. Okay, so I guess the write-in question for the previous issue was, hey, should we get rid of the Super Nintendo Power charts now that the N64 is out? As long as the Super Nintendo is out there, you should keep a category for it on the power charts. I know you have to keep up with the times, but it's not fair that the N64 gets all the credit. I mean, this is a magazine solely designed to help sell Nintendo products, so I think it is actually extremely fair that Nintendo 64 gets all the credit because they want to push that. Now all everyone wants is graphics. That doesn't seem right. Expand the N64 charts to the top 15 and make the Super Nintendo charts like the Game Boy charts by listing only the top 5 games. Let's face it, no Super Nintendo game will ever come close to stealing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past's position at the top of the Super Nintendo charts. I think we should put the game to a much bigger test and see how it does against games on other Nintendo systems. Let's get rid of the Super Nintendo charts and add a chart for the top 10 of all time. Alright. Why do the pictures I print for my Game Boy Color fade? Instead of using ink, the Game Boy printer heat transfers images onto its special thermal paper, which, if you touch too much, can cause the pictures to fade. To save yourself the worries, avoid excessive handling of heat-sensitive paper. My friends say that other systems are better than the N64 because they can display cool video cutscenes. I don't have any doubt the N64 is the best system out there, but I wonder why Nintendo does not pull full-motion videos in its games. Is it because of the space? FMV scenes are no stranger to N64 games. Just look at the intro and 2 finales of Banjo-Kazooie, or the multiple endings of Mortal Kombat 4. Lack of a memory is hardly an issue, considering The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time features around an hour's worth of full-motion video scenes while never skipping on the detailed graphics or its abundance of sprawling areas. An hour of cutscenes. Guys, that's almost a full feature-length movie. In Banjo-Kazooie, what is Kazooie saying when she jumps? To me, it sounds like Bree, as in the red-breasted Freegull, the type of bird she is. Other times, it sounds like she's saying free, because she is happy to be free from the backpack. Actually, okay, you know what? Hold on. I have it on good authority that I know what Kazooie says. Just let me bring that up. Let's just let this run in the background for a little bit while we read the next question, which is also Banjo-Kazooie themed. In volume 110 on page 22 of your Banjo-Kazooie strategy for free ZZ Peak, Mr. Vile is shown by Boggy's caption, "Someone help poor Boggy." How did you do this? Is this some unreleased code? It's neither the result of code nor anything you can do in the game. We wanted to get the BK info to you as soon as possible, so we took screenshots from the game before it was finished. The pre-production version of Banjo-Kazooie we were using, Mr. Vile appeared in place of any yet-to-be-programmed talking heads like Boggy. Alright, I think we've had about enough of that. Just 10 hours of relaxing Kazooie noises. Hansa, you're late. You missed the intro. It was Harvest Moon. I picked it just for you, and you weren't here. Shameful. Hey, Bada in the intro screen for Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. Does Ken say homie G or call me G? My best friend's family is being torn apart by this confusion. Please answer my question so his family's argument can be settled. Players Pulse is all about bringing families closer together, and if there's a relationship glue stronger than love, it's knowing that everyone in your friend's family is wrong. Ken actually says, "Call me Junior." Ooh, I think racing games need to have a cool storyline to make them more interesting. Diddy Kong Racing was a great racing game because it had a very cool storyline, and it was an adventure racing game. They should make more of those. Has there really been any racing games that had a story like Diddy Kong? Densha Didi kinda has a story, I guess. Otherwise, nothing really springs to mind. Mario Kart never really has a story. It's just a bunch of races. Alright, hold on. We gotta take a look at how to clean your N64 controller. Guys, I have an N64 controller. I got a whole bunch of pizza on it. I spilled some soda. How can I clean this? If your controller has sticky buttons, use a damp toothpaste to clean them. Damp toothbrush. Be sure the toothbrush isn't sopping. I cannot read today. Be sure the toothbrush isn't sopping wet. Then scrub between the buttons. Let your clean controller dry for a few hours. Okay, well, that's how you clean the buttons. What about the control stick? You know, the worst part of the N64 controller that always gets really crappy. I'm trying to parse what this mail is. Are racing games giving me road rage? Not likely. Almost every racing game is different in some way. The games that give me rage are soccer and hockey games. There are 6 of each. How different can they be? They're fun, but you don't need 6 hockey games to figure that out. This guy is just mad that people make hockey games, I guess. I think that racing games aren't just racing games. I think they're a way for people who may not be racing fans to see what drivers go through when they're racing in real life. I know there are times where just like, I'm not a racer. When I'm driving, I'm very, very cautious. But sometimes like I need to know the intense, unbridled fear of a blue shell riding up on my tailgate. It's real spooky. Here's the power charts. Seems like James Bond will never let go of number 1. GoldenEye 007, best N64 game. I find that really hard to disagree. It's really good. The adventure will surely dominate the N64 spot to help Zelda score a number 1 position in all 4 charts. Oh my god, yeah, okay, look at this. So, the best Super Nintendo game, Zelda, Link to the Past. The best Game Boy game, Zelda, Link's Awakening. The most wanted game, Zelda, Ocarina of Time. People were fucking Zelda crazy. Oh, this game looks really ugly. James Bond 007 for the Game Boy. Oof. Woof. I like in the Super Nintendo chart. These are the amount of months on chart. Like, it's all 3 Donkey Kong countries are great together. People really love Donkey Kong, apparently. There's a wrestling game in the top N64 charts. Oh man, there was not a lot available. It was on the... Hold up. phone. This wrestling game has been in the top charts for 10 months for N64. Wowie. Oh, there's another one in the number 3 spot. Okay, hold on. People in chat are wondering, why is James Bond in the number 2 spot? We gotta take a look at that. I find that hard to disagree. I mean, it might just be because people are James Bond crazy right now. GoldenEye is in the top slot of the N64, so they're willing to take just about anything for Game Boy. Sorry, I'm scrolling through this list trying to find James Bond 007. Here we go. Oh, hell yes. This is why it's the number 2 slot. Fucking listen to this. I don't even want to play the game. I just want to listen to this. All right, let's actually get it started. What is my name? Well, it's James Bond. Well, let's put in James. Oh, wow. It's actually got... Oh, man. This is... Sorry if I'm scrolling through the test really fast. I just want to get through it. Okay, so this is block. You put up your fisticuffs. I don't know. It seems pretty obvious to me why this is the number 2 number 2 game in the Game Boy charts. This rocks. Okay, time to find a hammer. This is bizarre. Is this just... This has to be a reskin of a different game. This is just utterly bizarre. There's no way this was designed from the ground up as a James Bond game. Oh, be careful. There's some rough characters around here. I want to find them. Where's the rough characters? Is it that fish? Let me punch that fish. Where's the hammer? What is this game? Are the rough characters in here? No. I've been in every house and I've talked to every person that's in the way. There's nothing. There's no hammer, there's no rough characters. I don't know what it wants from me. Can I jump across this? No. Okay, well... this is why James Bond is the number 2 Game Boy game of all time. No, the only game better than this on the Game Boy is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Everything else, total garbage compared to this. I totally understand why. So, let's move on from that, because I'm already stumped. That rocked ass, actually. Can I change the palette to ugly colors? I'm not sure if I could do that fast enough. I'd have to look into doing that between issues. Oh man, Dan in chat saying it was their first Game Boy game, likely not a reskin. That's crazy. There's items behind the beds in the houses. Oh yeah, sorry. I noticed this earlier, but I got so caught up in the James Bond fever. The number 2 most wanted thing for the N64 is the Nintendo 64 disc drive. I think people are still waiting on that. Don't think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon. Nor are we going to see Super Mario 64 2. Man, people fucking crazy for the wrestling games. WWF Warzone and WCW/NWO Revenge. Oh man, okay, sorry. I'll read this in a bit. This one immediately caught my eye. Ocarina of Rhyme. People are waiting, holding vigils at the store, waiting for the arrival of Zelda 64. There they are shivering from head to toe, in anticipation of the genius of Shigeru Miyamoto. For the land of Hyrule is a magical place. Players move around in perfect 3D space. They can meet local villagers and see their smiles, or go to a field and see for miles. Now the release date has been set. I hope this release date can be met. For us, there is a lesson to be learned, that true life begins on November 23rd. Thank you, Seahawks90, for that incredible poem. Oh, man. Alright, what's this? I, like many others, was thrilled with the idea of the controller pack, a way you can save game data to take it to a friend's house. It even allows you to save from a rental game, so you can rent it again a week later, knowing you can resume where you left off. It seems in many of the new games, like Mission Impossible and GoldenEye 007, there is no controller pack support. I look forward to seeing more new games that use the controller pack. As far as I'm aware, pretty much only like 3 games use the N64 controller pack. The Pokemon Stadium... Okay, so 4 games. The Pokemon Stadium games, 1 and 2, Mario Tennis, and Mario Golf. Those are the only games off the top of my head that use the Game Boy controller pack for the N64. Also, Dan is adding in chat, the team behind James Bond for Game Boy were the co-developers of StarCraft Brood War. Oh my god. And Panzer is saying Rayman 2 also used the controller pack. Nice. Ever since your Power Awards, you haven't been able to avoid making references to the Spice Girls. I heard there's going to be a Spice Girls game. I hope that ends their... Wow, that's rude. I hope that ends their career, but of course that would end all this great Spice Girls comedy, wouldn't it? Man. Why don't you... Nicholas Rudelack, what do you got against the Spice Girls? You'll be happy to know we were very excited to print your letter, if only to fulfill our monthly Spice Girl reference quota. Aw, there won't be a Spice Girls game for the N64. Shame. Right away, it's about time. The Ocarina of Time, to be exact. Zelda arrives November 23rd, and we know you'll be first in line if you manage to pull yourself away from the game. Drop us a line with your review. So, it seems the letters will be coming in either in issue 115 or 116. It's going to be a lot of fan mail about the reviews of Zelda, which are probably all going to be glowing praise and no criticism whatsoever. Is that the Bubble Bobble dinosaur? Oh, yeah, right there. Bub. I believe Bob is the other one. Here's an incredible ad for Body Harvest, which we're definitely going to be taking a look at later. This beetle seats 4. This beetle eats 400. That's a fucking game right there. Alright. But here's the first strategy printed for Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'll definitely be booting this up in a little bit. I do want to read about it first. I mean, it'd be crazy to not. We all know Ocarina of Time. But it'd be crazy not to at least just mess around in Kokiri Forest for a little while. Ocarina of Time not only predates the stories of all other Zelda games, but it lays the groundwork for the series as well. I've got a copy of Hyrule Historia that may disagree with this, but we're not going to dwell on that. more acreage, enemies, drama, and puzzles than you can shake a Deku stick at. Ocarina of Time unfolds the making of a legend. The story begins with an amateurish Link being the only Kokiri child without a fairy. When his fairy finally arrives, she reveals his destiny to save all of Hyrule. As of press time, Ocarina of Time was still being perfected, so a few surprises not revealed in this article may be in store. Basic tips. So you have to talk to Navi, push boxes, go talk to the Know-It-All brothers. Look at these choice screenshots. There we go. Well, Hyrule Field is just so empty in this game. You don't think the second objective... Okay, let's look at the objectives. These are the objectives. Number 1, talk to Saria. Yes. Number 2, collect the heart piece. Chad is right. I don't think it's technically an objective. That's just a bonus you can do. Buy the Deku Shield. Find the Kokiri Sword. Saria and Link are best friends, and their friendship will prove to be a valuable bond over the years. Does it? She gives you an ocarina, and then you run away. And then you get rid of the ocarina because Zelda gives you one instead. And then she gets trapped in a crystal. And that's about all that really happens. Hold on. Is there a heart piece on top of the shop in the final game? I genuinely don't remember. I guess we'll find out when we take a look at the game proper. Oh, we got a map of the Deku Tree. Get the map, get the slingshot, get the compass. Leap to the floating heart to land on the web on the ground floor. Shoot the eye above the door. Oh, good. Okay. Thank God. This order is still the same. 23 is number 1. Good. That's probably like the first thing they penciled out in terms of like designing the game. That's like, okay, we wanted to bring Zelda into the 3D world for the Nintendo 64. First things first, 23 is number 1. It's just it's a thing that's just always stuck through me for all the years. Yeah, most of this seems pretty straightforward with the final game. Visit the market, talk to Malin, get the egg. Hatch the egg and wake Talon, slip past the guards. This is a neat little map. Yeah, like... Here's the markets. This is the Temple of Time. There's the back alleys. You go straight out. There's... Yeah, that's nice. I can picture this all in my head. This is a pretty decent map. For the first time in his life, Link meets Zelda and Impa, who will give him a letter and teach him a song. Panzer, you memorize the Lost Woods. Does this track right, left, straight, left, right? You're the one who memorized it. I just follow the music. You tell me if that's correct. Yep, she says it's right. All right, I guess they finalized Lost Woods pretty early on. All right, let's look at one more page, and then let's actually boot into the game proper. Look at this, Re-Dead. Hell yeah. According to chat, they got the side area of the... Whoa, look at this 3D map of the village. This rules. There's the well. This goes up to Dompe's graveyard. This is the windmill area. And they went all out on the map for the village. Goron City. I fucking love the Gorons. Gorons are so good, guys. Play Saria's song for Darunia. One of the greatest cutscenes in any video game. Alright, let's take a look at the game proper. Objective 4. Hold on. At night, exterminate the spiders for the cursed family in the house of Skulltula. Alright. Yeah, I want to take a look at Ocarina of Time just because it's such a good game. We'll just watch the intro and then walk around Okiri Forest, I suppose. Sorry, I'm getting a little set up here. Alternatively, we could just watch the attract mode, because this is one of the best attract modes in fucking video game history. No sound? What? Hold on. Okay. Panicked a little. Okay, we don't need to watch this whole thing. This attract mode was the pre-roll for the very first stream of Nintendo Power Quest. Okay, I'm not an Ocarina of Time lifer. I do think this game is fantastic. I do think this game holds up very well. More so than I think a lot of other people would think. Wow, I think this is running a bit faster than it normally does. I think the game's fantastic. I think it holds up very well, more than a lot of other people would think. It's still not my favorite Zelda game. I do like Majora's Mask more. I like other Zeldas more than this. That said, I do think the attract mode for this game, which is that extremely beautiful music of Link riding up and up through Hyrule Field, absolutely 100% crushes the aesthetic of what they were going for. And just blow it to this day. Love it. Incredible. Man, I know earlier in this issue I was already joking about them going, oh, Ocarina of Time has an hour of cutscenes, but man, the cutscenes in this game were good. That said, the opening text crawl of this game being this slow is really painful to go back to these days. There we go. This is also really good. Not as good as the attract mode, but it's really good. Hello. Should have named my character Idiot. So just like, hey, Idiot, wake up. Yeah, I should really replay Ocarina of Time. There was a period of time where like I would replay Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask at least once a year. I haven't done it in a while. Should do that. I don't know if I'd have it in me to do the Ocarina of Time randomizer because I don't know Ocarina of Time that well. Ocarina of Time 3D is fantastic. In my opinion, Ocarina of Time 3D is the definitive version of Ocarina of Time. It's extremely good. Alright, folks, let's go find out if the heart piece is on top of the store. I don't think it's gonna be. I saw people in chat earlier say it's not gonna be. There is no heart piece on top of the store. I wonder what happened to it. They decided to move it, I think, up there for Adult Link. Where you gotta put the beans in the hole down there. Let's go get the sword. Oh, hold on. Chat saying it is on the... No, on the bridge is, rupees. There's like 5 rupees. There should be some coins floating. There we go. Yeah. Oh, man. Z-target is set to toggle by default. That's wild. Normally I have it on hold. This is really making me want to replay Ocarina of Time. Is that the justification for why there's just invisible rupees floating in the air? The guy is impressed by your flips and he just gives them to you? Oh, right, hold on. Gotta equip it. Something I always like to do. Yeah, cut it up into little pieces. I just really like breaking the signs. If you had the Ocarina, you could play, I think it's Zelda's Lullaby to fix the signs. Nuts. There's a way to jump up on the bridge. I don't think I really understand the angle you're supposed to go at it, though. No. I don't really know. Oh well, that's Ocarina. I do want to replay Ocarina of Time now. This game is really good. Let's not dwell too long on it though. Got lots of other things we could be looking at. All right. If you play Epina's song for the signs, they'll tell you where to buy milk. I didn't know that. I don't know if you're fucking with me or not. It could very well be true. Oh, I hated the playing the music for the Skull Kids with your Ocarina. It's so long, and it's not even a song. It's just really annoying. Hey guys, remember that time the Zora King was sitting there and he has to move over for you? Oink, 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 oink. Oh, good times. No mention here about how you can fish up the fisherman's hat. Was this really a preview walkthrough for Ocarina before it was released? This issue came out the same month that Ocarina of Time was coming out. Ocarina of Time came out at the end of November. This magazine came out in November. I don't know exactly what date, so people might have been able to look at it for a couple weeks ahead of time, I suppose. But yeah, this is the first real big, like, hey, Zelda's out now. Here's some strategy. Take a look at it. Please buy this incredible game. Link's objectives in Jabu Jabu. Number 9, destroy the tentacle. Number 10, destroy the tentacle. When Link awakens from his Rip Van Winkle slumber in the Temple of Time, he'll discover that 7 years have passed. Spoilers! Ages of more epic adventures lie ahead. Link will learn that Ganondorf has turned upside down the peaceful world he once knew, and the 6 Sages' medallions and a mysterious Sheikah may be the keys to reversing the disorder. 7 years is a lot of lost time. It's a good thing you'll only have to wait until next month to catch up. That's a good little sign-off. Alright, what we got next? Whoa! What is this? Nightmare creatures. I feel like I've seen gameplay of this very, very briefly. This looks... I'm sure the game is actually not particularly good, but this ad looks super cool, and I'm actually intrigued. This ad, it's a good one. There's a lot of games I want to look at this stream, so I don't think I necessarily have time for this right now. Let's put this off. If this shows up in like some reviews or something near the end and I determine we still have time for this, I definitely want to take a look at this, but otherwise I'll put it off for another time. Because there's at least like 3 or 4 more games that I definitely know I want to take a look at. Looks really cool. Star Wars Rogue. Okay, so here's one that I want to take a look at. Already getting right back into it. So last stream we looked at Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 for the GameCube, because I talked about how I had this one for the N64 and I played it a lot, even though like I just kind of cheated all the time and never really took it seriously. But I did play this game a lot and I had a fun time playing it. So I would love to briefly revisit this. Where's the Y-Wing? There's the A-Wing, there's the X-Wing. I gotta read about the Y-Wing. It's my favorite spaceship. Is it on here? There's a speeder. There's the V-Wing. Where's the Y-Wing? There we go. The workhorse of the Rebel fleet, the slow and cumbersome Y-Wing, has extensive armor and shields. The ship uses bombs and a topside ion cannon that can cripple rather than destroy. Right, yeah, I want to take a quick look at Rogue Squadron for the 64 for the reasons I mentioned earlier. So bear with me. No, for most people, it's not going to be as interesting as Nightmare Creatures, but it's something I want to take a look at. And the stream is as much for me as it is for you guys. Oh, Dan, don't worry. I'm not skipping Glover. We'll get to that. Don't worry. We'll get to Glover. Factor 5. Oh yeah. Taking me back. Don't remember any of the cheats. Someone in chat says plays AT-AT by Chicken. Let me take a look. I'll try putting in a code. No, come on. There we go. Oh, Parents was interested in biographies. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. It's AT-AT time. Oh, yeah. Pew pew. Well, there's not much in the way of buttons. There's walk very slowly, walk slightly faster, shoot, and aim, but you can't... Oh, I'm dead. Alright, let's play an actual. Let's play an actual. Oh, yeah! Oh, you can... Oh, you can fly a Buick. Oh, man, I forgot about these cheats. Ugh. Alright, let's... Lumps and chumps, post some more codes in chat, and after I take a look at a mission proper, I want to see what, oh, hold on. Cheats really speak to me. Let me turn this down just a little. No, it's fine.
Take an early morning run over Moss Isley with Wedge Antilles, but keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity.
That voice clip. Is it just the X-Wing to start with? Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Y-Wing. Nah. Yeah, I do the X-Wing. I mean, it's the classic. It's the one that's actually going to get me through this mission if I actually play it for real. Oh, it's so slow. It's so slow. No, I'm not. Can I not skip this? Guys, I can't skip this. Is there a turbo button? Is there a turbo button anywhere? There's a turbo button. I can't find it. Turn up the emulator speed. There we go. Alright. Slightly faster, at least.
Good morning, Wedge. The rest of Rogue Squadron is still back at base, but I thought we could take an early morning run through Beggar's Canyon.
I played this game a lot. I don't think I ever actually played it legitimately straight on through, but I did just goof around in it a lot and use cheats all the time. Some of the cheats require weird steps to complete. That's unfortunate.
Got a problem. Is that my imagination or are those Imperial probe droids dead ahead? They're attacking those?
There's a way to close the wings. I accidentally used a bomb. There we go. Close the wings. Fly faster. Oh yeah, you can change the firing style.
I'm clear, but my factor's down.
Oh yeah, here we go. This controls real good, folks. I'll come back for that drone. I love this. This is exactly what I wanted. How many more is there gonna be? I don't want to spend all of my time just shooting fucking drones that do nothing but sit there. This is kind of a tutorial mission. There's so many. This has got to be the last group. If it's not, I'll just call it. Where are the rest? According to my radar, they're around here. Oh. There we go.
Moss Eisley is under attack. We need to assist.
Here we go. Actual air combat. I cannot tell if I am hitting him or not. Hey, we did it. I think.
We did it. We saved Moss Eisley.
We did it.
Nice work, Rogue Squadron. We might make a name for ourselves after all.
All right. I see people in chat say, oh man, there's a cheat. You can view photos of the producers. Gotta do that. And look at biographies. Yeah. My really good accuracy. Oh, that transition though. These transitions are so good. All right, before we move on from this, let's take a quick look at a couple things. Biographies. Is it going to be like the Mass Effect Codex? Is it going to read it?
Yes! Born on Corellia, had a hard life growing up. His parents were freighter pilots, killed trying to save a space station when Wedge was young. He's got a natural ability to lead, and I wouldn't be surprised if someday Wedge became a rogue leader.
I'm really
I'd much
surprised it
rather be
opens with
flying
Wedge
missions than
and not,
attending parades.
Luke Skywalker.
An excellent pilot, Wedge saved my life at the Death Star, and I owe him. Dak is one of the newer, younger pilots.
You
and I
can't
don't know
have
him as
Wedge
well.
and then no
He
Biggs
replaced
right
Biggs
after.
after
Where's
the Battle of
Biggs?
Yavin, and is showing promise as an X-Wing pilot.
Where's Biggs?
Hobby is the skeptic
Hobby?
of the group. He doesn't warm up quickly to new
It's
ideas,
Hobby.
but never challenges the authority of his superiors.
Me to my date when
just does
Hobby
most of the
shows up
thinking
on
on the
screen.
inside.
That's
You
Hobby.
never hear from him. Zev is a little older than the
Biggs
rest
is
of us.
dead.
He's probably got a few
No.
stories to tell, but he keeps pretty quiet. He joined up some time ago after the Empire killed his parents for secretly...
How could they just kill Biggs off screen like
I've
this?
only seen Jansen truly happy when he was manning the guns of a Y-Wing or Snowspeeder. He's
Well,
a
that's
gun,
all of
first
them.
and foremost.
No biography for Luke Skywalker. The guy in the title screen. The guy reading the biographies. Alright, hold on. One more cheat. Really good password entering menu, by the way. Not at all really easy to overshoot the letter you're going for. Right on. Is this it? It's just one photo. How many of them are photoshopped in? It doesn't look... That guy in the green above Yoda doesn't look like he's actually there. I think this is it. If I press A, is it just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Why would you hide that behind a cheat? Alright. That's enough of that. That was great. I loved it. I love all the work Yoda did on Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Oh, does it show the... Okay. This is the second mission. Is this just a general preview? Because it's not really showing any strategy. Okay. Alright, well, let's move on. Introducing a new hero on the N64. Think you can save an entire kingdom single-handed? Get the glove. Glover! Great tagline. Learn audacious ball control skills and smack, whack, and roll your way through 7 worlds. Solve puzzles. Beat up on the bad bosses. He's your 4-fingered fist of fury. You've never seen a hero like this before. All you need is glove. Is this going to transition into an actual spread? Nope, okay. What page are we on right now? Give me a sec. We're on page 36. So give me 1 minute to scroll back to the start, and let me see if there's more Glover in the table of contents. Okay. Dan Glover's gonna have to wait. Glover's gonna come up later. For now, we gotta handle a different game that you might also be interested in. It's called Buck Bumble. You might have heard of it. The only thing standing between the evil hero... Let me zoom in. Yeah, it's a D. Evil Herd and the rest of insect kind is a lone cyborg bee named Buck Bumble. Get ready to lock and load because it's time to buzz through 19 stages of intense aerial combat. It's time to be all that you can be. Man, I got a lot of mileage out of the bee pun. Because also in the ad at the start, they showed a lot of that. Oh, man. So I've never actually played Buck Bumble. I've never seen any gameplay. All I know is the title theme, but I mean, I guess we're gonna have to check it out, because, I mean, the title theme is great. And we just played an aerial combat game, so why not play another one? Here are some tips for the tougher spots in the game. Couple of hidden caches of weapons and ammo. Swarms of fun. Besides the one-player adventure game, there's also a two-player mode that is gobs of fun. The two-player mode features 2 challenges, Buck Battle and the surprisingly hilarious Buzz Ball. Okay, yep. Let's take a look at Buck Bumble. A little game known as Buck Bumble. Only the hottest Ubisoft games here on Nintendo Power Quest. There's an all weapons and level select sheet for Buck Bumble. Hell yeah, toss those my way. Love to crowdsource sheets so I don't have to look them up myself. Rural England! All things are seemingly normal on Earth. For like a hot second, I was like, did I actually load Buck Bumble? Oh yeah, here we go. Get these funky jams going. Holy shit, that all weapons code is involved.
Now it's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble. What about now it's time to rock with the biggity Buck Bumble. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper.
How did this game not take off with a theme song like this?
Bump to the bumper. Bump to the bump to the bump to the bass. Bump to the bump to the bumper. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass. Bump to the boot to the boot to the boot. Bump to the bass to the bass bass.
Do we actually need to play the game? We could just watch the attract mode. I'm satisfied. I'm curious if it's going to show more, if there's more attract mode, or if it's just going to play the same clips. Oh, no, it's just going to start over. Dan says, as someone who played this at 3:30 in the morning, we don't need to play this. I'm going to play it for 1 minute. I'm probably not going to put in those codes. Let's just, yep, I'm just going to, yep. I'm going to play it for like 30 seconds. The music in-game is funky too. This rocks, actually. Oh man, do you really need to mash the Z button? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, starting to see why no one plays this game. This music is so good, though. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's not waste too much time on buck to the boom to the bass to the bass. Let's move on. Let's see. What do we got coming up next? An ad for Rush 2 Extreme Racing USA. Oh, this is just Fast and the Furious 7. Okay. Whoa! Okay, this is their cheats section. Their cheat section has come a long way. In the issues that I've seen, much more readable than this. Alright, before we take a look at cheats, I'm going to take just a 5-minute break, feed my cat, grab some more water. So let's all take 5. We'll be back in just a little bit. 1 sec. I do want to spend some time actually looking at these cheats. Alright, I am back. Cat is fed, water refilled. Let's get back to it. I took a moment to look ahead at some of the cheats that we're seeing here on these pages. I'm liking what I see. There's some one that I definitely want to check out. Excuse me. So, classified information. All the cheats that you could ever want to put in a video game. Now, I'm not... Okay. Y'all might have seen me play some football in an extra live stream. And you may know that I know nothing about football, so weirdly, NFL Blitz, while it was more arcadey and I hear is very good, doesn't really do anything for me. However... You can't unlock Raiden and Shinnok, though. Sorry, Raiden. Not Raiden. Raiden. There's a difference. Banjo-Kazooie, unlimited gold feathers. That sounds like a really useful cheat. Play up to Treasure Trove Cove without ever transforming at Mumbo's hut. I don't think that step is necessary. I think you can just go ahead and hit the floor tiles. I don't think the Mumbo's hut has anything to do with, the cheat entry, so I must not have entirely understood how it works. The cheat that I want to try is the next one. For a couple of reasons, Mission Impossible Humongous Head. If you thought last month's big head code for Mission Impossible was outrageous, wait till you get a look at the mutant melon heads. After you choose difficulty level, before you choose a mission, press C down, L, C up, C right, and L to activate Humongous Head mode. So, Mission Impossible is a game that is not good, but it's something that I played every now and then, just because my cousin owned it, and I was over at his house every now and then. So it's a game that I'm, like, weirdly familiar with, and I want a reason to look at it real quick, and also, I love big head modes. Oh my god, do I ever love big head modes. So, let's take a quick look at Humongous Head in Mission Impossible. If there's a level... I might not have all the levels available right out of the gate. If you want to look and see if there's a level select code... Excuse me. I could definitely do the party mission in Big Head or Humongous Head. That's the Ethan Hunt I know and love. Tom Cruise. The 1-to-1 recreation. Mission Impossible theme is really good. Alright. So, choose the difficulty, but before you choose a mission. Oh, okay. Does anyone know what the party mission is? Oh, I might not be able to select it. I think I need to start with this one. There's also a big feet mode sheet. Awesome. Alright, so...
Yeah, that's better.
There we go. I put in the code. I heard a voice say, yeah, that's better.
Good morning, Mr. Phelps. International weapons dealer Basil Prokosh has set up operations at an abandoned World War II submarine base in Lundquist. Our information shows he is planning to upset peace in the Gulf by selling 12 medium-range missiles to an enemy country.
How come the missile doesn't have a humongous head?
If you decide to accept it, is to sabotage the submarine transporting the missiles. As always, should you or any of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck, Jim.
Yeah, all right. Who needs to know how to play the... Oh, man. They don't even fit into the fucking frame. Oh, it's so good, though. All right. No, I don't need to know how to play the game because it doesn't play good anyway. I just want to walk around for a little bit and look at humongous heads.
Understood.
Uh-huh. How do I climb? How do I do that? Okay, I found the crouch button. Who needs to know how to play the game, I say? Oh, there we go. Video games are really good, actually. Alright. Really good range on this, by the way. Nobody. I'm Fred. I'm looking for my dog. Oh no! I failed. Oh no. It's fine. Let's keep going. Do you have a question for me? Nope, just wants to shoot. I'm clearly shooting you, my dude. There we go. Why would I abort? I got everything I need right here. Alright, I'll steal the cart. Alright, that's enough Mission Impossible. It's really good. It's not a very good game. But it's really good. Alright, let's see. What other cheats we got? We got F1 World Grand Prix. I'm not much of an F1 guy. Ooh, Ken Griffey Baseball. I played a weird amount of this because, again, this is another game that my cousin owned, and I just visited him a lot. This chick is cheap. Better than any scouting report. Before you begin a one-player game, plug 2 controllers into your N64 instead of 1. When your computerized opponent is pitching, press the R button on controller 2 to see the pitcher's current status and a list of his available pitches. This trick could... Okay. Sounds simple enough. What is... I dig the logo for this game. Aero Gauge. It gives you access to all the aero machines and tracks to be a racing game. Especially since this is Grand Prix mode. Aero Gauge, Aero Fighters. Okay, hold on. WWF Warzone. Look at these... Okay. To activate hidden cheats, you must win the challenge. Oh, okay, never mind. To unlock Cactus, Jack, and Dude Okay. I was reading these, like, feature/mode lists. I'm like, what the hell is Cactus and Dude? What the hell is Beans mode? What is Ego mode? I guess some of them are just actual wrestlers, but even then, like, no wimps? What? Psychobats. To make all the bats multicolored. Oh, that's less interesting than what the name of the cheat led me to believe. No, we can't. We can't do this. No. 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 You have the power, super strength, x-ray, heat vision, flight, and more. Up to 4 players simultaneously. I think this shows up later in the magazine as an actual spread. Again, let me what page are we on? This is page 46. Let me take a look at the table of contents again real quick. Yeah, we're gonna see a preview of it at 88. So this is a bridge we'll cross when we get there. For now, let's just take in this ad. Man, buy early and receive a free collector's edition DC comic book. Twisted Edge Extreme Snowboarding. Discover profanity you never knew existed. Guys, I really want to look at Twisted Edge Extreme Snowboarding and find the profanity that I don't like. I need to know what hot new swears there are. Is it flow? Is flow a swear? Rip the groomers, bust out the aerials, do things a man wasn't meant to do. It's 8 extreme borders, 5 radical tracks, and stunts that stem from a sickness in the brain. Yeah, chat agrees. Let's see the forbidden swears. There ain't no coming back. 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 Let's find the forbidden swears. Man, we're looking at a lot of games this issue. Oh my god, what an issue. A sec. What is this? Twisted Edge. Yep, it exists. I can confirm that this video game actually exists. Alright, let's find the new swears. Is it Midway? Is Midway the swear? Oh, all the swears are hidden behind the boss. We gotta defeat the boss to find the swears. Great menu music. I mean, let's put the speed in kilometers per hour, the true measurement. Is the music even on? Maybe that? Yeah. Oh, speed. Oh, yeah. We gotta make sure. Okay, no. What we need to do is we gotta turn the sound effects and music down because we need to be able to hear the swears, you know? I don't want to turn them down entirely because it might be good. Doesn't sound like it's gonna be good, but you know, let's keep an ear open. I need to be able to hear the swears. Let's do a stunt challenge. No, they probably hide all their swears in the story. The deep lore of Extreme Edge, Twisted Edge. Is Gans the swear? Gotta play as Kevin. That dude knows where it's at. Okay, hold up. I don't understand that cheat. Sorry. A cheat just came through in chat from Lumps and Chumps. I don't understand these cheats, but one is called Naked Dude. But the buttons are like 646 C left plus C right plus R. I don't understand how that's actually input. If you can find a way to input Naked Dude, I mean, we gotta take a look. I gotta play the XXX board. Where's the swears? Where is the profanity I never knew existed?
3, 2, 1, go!
Why are they so much faster than me? Okay, hold on. I made a mistake. Listen to the bass. No! Ah, fuck! No, the bass! That funky bass! Get back! I was trying to exit the menu, not the race.
Shredder, baby.
Shredder, baby. Is Shredder the swear? Yeah, it's fine. Give me that. It better be the same song again. I'm gonna be disappointed if it's not.
3, 2, 1.
Ah, my favorite Primus track. Alright, I'll Jimmy Whistle Race Car Driver. Holy shit. If someone can find a direct rip of this track for me, I will be eternally grateful. Okay. We didn't find any swears, but I can't. I can't see this. We didn't find. We didn't find any swears, but we may have found the world's greatest video game soundtrack. Oh, fuck me. That's so good. It's Banjo-Kazooie. Guys, we don't have time to look at Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, man. There's still so many other games we need to look at. I respect Banjo-Kazooie. I'm not a fan of Banjo-Tooie. I also don't play Banjo-Kazooie very much, but I respect it. I think it's well made. I think it's a very good speed run. It's fun to watch. It's full of character. But also, like, I'm never driven to go back and play Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, this is a... Okay, so the month before, they did a coverage that involved the first several levels. Mumbo's Mountain, the beach level, Clanker's Cavern. Trudge through stinky swamps and brave the icy cold, freezes the peak. And go be... Man, they covered a lot. Oh my god. This month we'll do our best to help you through help our furried/feathered friends' toughest challenge yet. Mad Monster Mansion and Rusty Bucket... Oh, I fucking hate Rusty Bucket Bay. Rusty Bucket Bay is the worst. Here it is, Rusty Bucket Bay. Rusty Bucket Bay is bad because it's like partially an underwater level, but the water hurts you. Sucks. Pain in the glass. Oh, great news from Lumps and Chumps in chat. No MP3s, but you can find the soundtrack to Twisted Edge on YouTube. Perfect. I'm gonna need a link to that later. Oh, excuse me. No, Superman, get out of here. What are you doing here? What are you doing here in the middle of the Banjo-Kazooie spread? It's like Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Kazooie. Hey, you want to play Superman? It's coming soon to your N64. This must be a poster. Because, like, he's partially cut off. Like, I feel like that has to be a poster. Why would a poster involve the page before? No. Man, they must have spent money advertising Superman. If they could just cram it in the middle of a Banjo-Kazooie spread. They spent all the money on marketing and none of the money on actually making the game. Yeah, see, look, here's some more Superman. What the heck? Crazy. See, look, there's more. Hold on. Is that a continuation? Yeah, okay, hold on. Weird. Okay, so this page of Superman, like, it's got his fist here from when he's punching here, and then this is his leg being cut off going into this one. Weird ad spread. How much money did they spend? Oh, it is a poster? Okay. Chat's saying it is a poster, and it's just spread out among 3 pages for some reason. Bizarre. And a weird sideways advertisement for NBA Jam 99. The only game on N64 with signature moves for the NBA's top stars. Oh boy, alright. Body Harvest. So, this is something that I need to look at. Again, Body Harvest is a game that my cousin had. And it's something that, like, he didn't play it very often, and neither did I. But because it's something I thought looked kind of interesting, like, it kind of stuck with me. There was a time when I was a kid I tried to rent Body Harvest, but because I couldn't remember exactly what it was called, I ended up renting Harvest Moon, which ended up being a way better game and kind of made me fall in love with Harvest Moon, which is great, but not what I was looking for. I wouldn't get a chance to play Body Harvest until I started getting a retro game collection when I was in my early 20s. And the copy of Body Harvest I had was kind of fucked up, and you couldn't actually progress, like, through the first level. So I never really actually played Body Harvest, so I want to check it out. My understanding is this is a very early Rockstar Games game. It says it's Midway, but for some reason in my brain I feel like Rockstar worked on this in some capacity. So if someone in chat wants to correct me on that while I boot up Body Harvest. Let's take a quick look at the magazine, actually. And we had Buck Bumble earlier, and now we're going into Body Harvest. A lot of bug-based combat in this issue. Okay, chat is correct. DMA design is Rockstar North, so I was right. This is a Rockstar game. Lots of cars you can take control of. Your mission begins more than 80 years ago. Greece, 1916. It's just a weird game. I want to check out again real quick. Yeah, let's take a look at Body Harvest. Excuse me, having window issues. Yeah, who cares about the plot? Honestly. I just want to see the weird gameplay. And I do appreciate tossing some cheats in the chat, but also I don't really plan on looking at this for too long. I think I'm a hero. We can pull this off. Demo? What? Let's look at demo before we finish up here. I want to play the game proper. Oh, hell yeah. Great controls. Oh, that's a neat little slide. Look at that. When you turn around. That's cool. I respect that. That's a neat little thing. I would like to take this car, please. You should be able to take cars in this game. I just don't know how. Or maybe not that one. EDF looks way better. Yeah. What was all that rumpus outside? I think this is where the hidden... the profanity in Extreme Snowboarding was so well hidden, it was actually in a different game. Rumpus. This game kind of owns, actually. I'm digging the hell out of it. I just tried to click in my stick as if I could sprint. 'Cause I'm a dingus. Let's fight some aliens and then I want to check out what the demo is. This is kind of cool, actually. Oh no, harvesters. Oh, that's cool. Oh man, that's far away though. Okay, I'm not gonna make you guys watch me run all the way across a friggin' field. No, I wanna... There we go. I wanna see what demo was, real quick. Oh, okay. Is it just like... I accidentally canceled out of it. It's just someone else playing... Is this Super Guide before Nintendo made Super Guide for Mario? Whoa! Look at that guy jumping that car. That's cool. I might play some Body Harvest on my own time. That was a lot cooler than I remember it be. Okay, the game might not be that good, but like looking at it from the lens of like modern day to this, like just look, and the fact that I just love weird retro games, I really dig this, and I would like to see a little bit more of it. Maybe like watch an LP of it or something. I want to see some more of this. This game exceeded the smell test. Looking at just like does this hold up? Turns out it's got a weird little thing that holds up pretty well. All right, let's move on from that. Yeah, I'm just way more interested in body harness than I thought I was going to be coming out of that. I thought I was going to look at that, go, haha, look at this silly game, but no, that's actually like kind of weirdly up my alley. I want to see some more Java. The first stage in the Java mission includes several puzzles. Oh man, the map seems kind of fucked up though. Oh, I bet it's a real pain to get around. I bet we did not know a lot about open world design back in 1998. I kind of like this the basketball ad actually. Yeah, Fox though. Oh. Oh boy. Dan, if you're not in the room, you come sit down. Hasbro's first game for the N64 pits a friendly magical glove against the denizens of a ruined enchanted kingdom. Glover helps save the wizard, like the 6 magic crystals, and defeat the dark purposes of the evil glove, Cross Stitch. I remember seeing ads for Glover as a kid and going, yeah, I want Glover. And I never played it back in the day, thankfully. I did play some of it within the past few years, including the amount that we're going to play right now. Because, I mean, we gotta look at Glover. It's a historical icon. Pirates! Carnival! Carnival. This looks like Cardinal, just the way the V is cut off. Did I ever see the LP of this game that gives up 2 levels in? No, I did not. Alright, let's take a look at Glover. For some reason. Just because it's Glover. That's a cool. I kind of dig that logo. 18. Let's just do the time trial to just get the purest distillation of Glover. I don't know if I have it in me to sit through a bunch of Glover cutscenes. And then walk around the really empty Glover world. I like that there's a button that's just like, hey, ball's over that way. Shark. Oh, come on. Oh, this control's so bad, though. And now my controls are reversed because I'm running on a ball. Because, of course they are. Ball's over that way. Hey, didn't know where the ball was. It's over there. god, this controls so bad. It's really unfortunate because, like, it's a fun idea for a platformer and, like, it's colorful enough. It just controls so bad. Oh no, I ran out of time. Alright, let's do campaign for like a minute. Oh yeah, the story behind Glover 2. Glover sold well for the time, but Hasbro brought way too many cartridges. They ended up having a warehouse of hundreds of thousands of Glover cartridges, and that's why they canceled Glover 2. Skipping the story. I just want to wander around this really empty world. So weirdly dark and dreary. Like, what do you think about Super Mario 64? My name is Mr. Tip. When you think about like Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, like its predecessors in the 3D platformer space, also that way. Like they start out in pretty open, vibrant, fun places, but here it's just like, yo, everything's gone to fucking shit. It'd probably help if I actually knew the controls. Return balls to the cave. Jump into the well to learn valuable tricks. Counterpoint, Mario can't do finger guns. Well, you got me there. You're right. Glover, best platformer for the N64. Forgot about that. Falls over that way. Alright, well, I'm gonna be real. I've seen enough Glover for 2 lifetimes, so let's go ahead and put a bullet in that one. Imagine a world where, I mean, Glover 1 sold well, as far as we know. Imagine a world where Hasbro didn't order 4 million copies of Glover and had a warehouse full of them, and they actually put out a Glover 2. How different would our world be if Glover 2 existed as an actual retail launch game? Jelly Omelet in chat. Starting area of Glover scared me. I stopped playing it immediately. It's probably for the best. Oh man, it's my favorite PlayStation platformer, Ratchet and Spanner. SCARS. What's it stand for? Supercomputer Animal Racing Simulation. Oh man, this car is a shark! Oh no! We're gonna have to look at this game, aren't we? Let's look at these cars. Hold on. I think we might get all the enjoyment out of Scars just from looking at this one page. Especially since the only one that's actually funny is the shark. That's a scorpion, a rhino. Elephant, snake. Yeah, it's a Mario Kart style game. It's looking like. They had me like super sold just by like pointing out, hey, like at Animal, I was like, hold up, and then I saw this car was a shark, and I was like, oh my god, we have to look at, and then actually looking closer at the game, it looks kind of boring. A gritty Mario Kart for the modern age. This ain't your daddy's Mario Kart. Excuse me. All these hit levels like Aztec, Island, Ski, Mountain. What is it? Is this like a praying mantis? How come that didn't show up on the page before? Oh, whatever. Oh, my favorite stage. Pipe. Oh, okay. The graphics for this fucking weird space bowling game. Oh man, that looks super gross. Featuring pits, bumps, and other obstacles, bowling may never be the same. Expect hours of out-of-world fun and excitement with Milo's Astrolanes. Horrifying. Man, the 90s were a trip. People had no idea what they were doing with video games. This is the kind of stuff that they were making. Bowl against your buddies on an alien's tongue. Sabotage your friends with pee-balls, cosmic goo, and good old-fashioned bombs. Oh no, is it Mario Kart but bowling? Oh no. NHL. I don't think this is something we necessarily need to take a look at. Just reading some of this. Yep, it's a hockey game. While the NBA flounders in labor talks, the action around North America this fall will be on the ice and in NHL 99. Yeah, this is some hockey-ass hockey. I mean, yeah, it's not something we necessarily need to take a look at. Create a player, trade players, how to skate, check other players. Sure, why not? Oh, thank God. This is what I wanted. Stats for hockey in my Nintendo Power. Okay, hold on. Looking at this ad. I don't know what game this is for. But this is the pitch. Train for an exciting career in janitorial services. What do we think this game is going to be? I legitimately have no idea. It can't be Viscera cleanup detail. Tonic trouble. What is this? Does anyone know what this is? I have no idea what this is. We're not going to take a look at it because, I mean, I'm just baffled by the ad. Introducing the Game Boy Color! Guys, the Game Boy Color is coming out. It's like the Game Boy you know and love, but this time it has color. Color graphics, more speed, bigger games. Oh, Chad is saying Tonic Trouble is an awful platformer. Nice. On November 23rd, the Game Boy Color goes on sale throughout North America. bringing brilliantly colored game graphics and an affordable, efficient handheld system for the first time ever. Guys, the Game Boy Color fucking ruled. I love that thing. It's so good. I think I still have mine somewhere. I'm looking at my shelf where it should be. I think I see it. I'm not sure. It doesn't have a backlight though, which is a problem. We'll show you the first... Oh, wait, hold on. Nintendo Power will take you inside the sophisticated sibling of Game Boy to show you all the new features. Then we'll show you the first generation of color. Yeah, I want to see what the first games for Game Boy Color was. Let's take a look. Okay, first off, I'm seeing a screenshot for Bomberman Pocket. I played this game a ton as a kid. So if there's ever a spread for Bomberman Pocket in any of the Nintendo Powers you look at, I'm definitely going to play it. I'm not going to play it just based off this one screenshot, though. It's really good. I loved Bomberman as a kid. The most obvious change from Game Boy Pocket to Game Boy Color is the color screen that you see when you play a Game Boy Color title. But the newest member of the Game Boy family isn't just a pretty face. The hardware has been improved in many ways. From its ability to process game data to the clarity of its screen graphics. The screen is no bigger than the Game Boy Pockets, but it can display a total of 56 colors at a time, out of a total possible color palette of more than 32,000 colors. Uncolorized Game Boy titles, which currently number about 1,000 worldwide, will appear in 7 or 10 colors using one of 12 selectable palettes when played on a Game Boy Color. So yeah, when you're booting up the Game Boy Color, you hold a direction or a button on the control pad, and you can get like really ugly inverted colors, turn everything red, you know. That was always fun to do. I love that this is a selling point. All this is made possible by the breakthrough technology of reflective type LCD screens manufactured by Sharp. This is the first LCD screen that doesn't have to be backlit. The result is a bright, color picture that can be viewed in direct light, even outdoors. Unlike previous Game Boys, Game Boy Color doesn't have a contrast control, because the new screen is always visible as long as there is a light source. The 2 AA batteries will last a super long time. How many games use the infrared wireless data port? The only thing I remember using this for is Mystery Gift in Pokemon Gold and Silver. I don't remember using this for literally anything else. I don't know how far away you could use this. You definitely had to be within the same room. But whenever me and my friends were using the infrared wireless, we always smushed our Game Boys directly up against each other, just thinking like this is what clearly has to make it work. Robopon used it to unlock special treasure chests. That's cool. I played a little bit of Robopon when I rented it once. All existing Game Boy titles such as... Okay. All existing Game Boy titles such as Meteoriod can be played on Game Boy Color with 7 to 10 colors. Dual mode. Dual mode games can run on both Game Boy and Game Boy Color. One configuration of this type of game is called the colorized model. Basically, it's just a regular Game Boy game that uses 10 colors selected for optimum effect by the programmer. A more advanced model is the dual engine type game that includes 2 game engines in the game pack, one for regular Game Boy and one for Game Boy Color. Oh my god, a final type of dual mode game is the adaptive model. It's essentially the same for Game Boy and Game Boy Color, but special Game Boy Color features such as advanced graphics are used when the game is played on Game Boy Color. So yeah, I mean, judging by the way they describe it, I'm guessing Link's Awakening is like a adaptive because, I mean, the screenshots here. There's one game I remember playing as a kid. It was a game that my friend noted. It was like a Conquer game, like as in Conquer's Bad Fur Day fame. And we had issues with it, or like I had a Game Boy Color and he had a Game Boy Pocket, and I feel like whenever I would play on the Game Boy Color version, it was a different game than the Game Boy Pocket version, and it always like erased save data when switching from one to the other. It was bizarre. I might just be making things up or imagining things wrong or just remembering things incorrectly, but that's how I remember it happening. Oh hell yeah, here's all the combinations for the Game Boy Color palettes. Right and B for the really, really awful inverted. One of the best features of the Game Boy Color is that it gives the players a chance to play their favorite black and white Game Boy titles in color. Yeah, definitely the best feature of the Game Boy Color, for sure. Oh, okay. Alan R. Windblades had the same issue with Conker's Pocket Tales. I think that was the game. Same issues. So I'm not crazy. There was definitely an issue with that. Let the games begin. Now, this is going to be up to interpretation, but when Shakespeare wrote the plays The Thing, he could have been talking about video games. There's really no confirmation about this, but this is what our current assumption is. That is, if there were video games back then. When it comes to video game systems, no truer words were ever spoken. In the case of the Game Boy Color, the real test lies in the new color games that are on the way here. For the first time in print, Nintendo Power reveals some of the early color games. In future issues, we'll cover the hottest games and reviews. Let's see, what was coming out for Game Boy Color first? Bug's Life, Shadowgate, Mortal Kombat 4, Gex 3D, now in 2D. The best way to play Gex 3D, missing an entire dimension. Looking through this list. I mean, I saw Pocket Bomberman earlier, but it's not on here. Link's Awakening. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Link's Awakening wasn't technically a Game Boy Color game, though. Link's Awakening DX could be played in color, but it wasn't technically a Game Boy Color game. I think they're just kind of putting it here because, like, it's our most popular game, and it's technically in color. Okay, here's Bomberman Pocket. I was looking for Pocket Bomberman, which I think it's actually called. With a manufacturer's suggested retail price of $79.95, Game Boy Color turns out to be small in ways other than its physical dimensions. But in all other ways, the system is giant. For the past 10 years, more than 60 million game players around the world have made Game Boy the most successful video game system of all time. You can thank Tetris for that. Oh man, don't get me started on Tetris. Alright. Game Boy Color is destined to make history. Game Boy Color is great. There are some fantastic Game Boy Color games. None of them are acclaimed sports, though. I don't know, maybe there are. I don't play football, especially not on the Game Boy. Oh no. I'm not ready for this. I think we're there, folks. Superman, Game of Steel, has been fighting for truth, justice, and the American way for 6 decades. And soon the Man of Steel will be continuing his never-ending battle on the N64, courtesy of Titus. This French developer is working overtime. I don't think so. I think they just kind of shit this game out as fast as possible. To bring America's biggest comic book hero to 3-dimensional life. And what we've seen so far looks promising. Oh man, let's look at some of this spread and put off actually playing this as long as possible. Look at Look how much chin this guy has. There's a lot of it there. I can only zoom out so fast. This Lexo Skell 5000 battle droid promises to be much tougher. Translating a comic book into a video game is very difficult. Superman, Batman, Spawn, and others have been down this road before with mixed results at best. Comic book characters have often been plugged into generic action games with little regard for what made them special and exciting in the first place. In Superman's case, that means being able to use his vast array of superpowers. In the version we played, we used every one of Superman's classic powers, from flight to heat vision to super cold breath. Are those the only powers that are available in the game? Is that what it was? 3? What was even more exciting is that we could use the powers intelligently to solve problems and further the game's plot, and not just beat on bad guys. trying to put this off as long as possible. Admit it, when those $1.95 X-ray glasses you bought didn't work, you were crushed. In this game, you'll be able to see through brick walls, but not through people's lead-lined clothes. You'll also be able to break through brick walls, and you won't break a sweat while doing it. I like how Parasite, Darkseid, and Brainiac like all look the same. They're just like huge shoulders, real beefy, slim legs. The, oh god, we don't want to create more models than we have to look. Alright, well, the fog was a bit closer than we would have liked, but the flying was definitely fun. Every indoor area was large and well thought out, with detailed textures on most of this. Most surfaces has textures, not all. Only the first two stages were complete, but they left us with a favorable first impression of both the size of the environments and the design of the missions. We got such a big kick at a swooping and soaring effortlessly among the skyscrapers. We almost forgot about looking for the terrorists that were threatening the city. Okay, getting a little bit more realistic here. The second stage put us in a huge underground garage where we promptly got lost. Well, oh no. Let's take a look at Superman 64, folks. We're not gonna get another chance. I guess the great thing about this is I'm getting this out of the way by episode 3, so I never have to worry about running into this again. Let's see what happens if I just hit last game right out of the gate. If you want to use rumble packs, insert them now.
In short time, your fate will be sealed, Superman.
Then there's no time to waste.
Whoosh. So, oh boy, this control's about as good as you'd think it is. I highly recommend those of you out there. Oh boy, watch the Superman 64 speedrun at AGDQ 2018. It was during the Awful Block. It was extremely good. I highly, highly recommend it. It's someone who has actually mastered this game and has fantastic controls. It manages. Oh boy, yep. I accidentally grounded myself. I don't think I'm gonna finish this mission. Oh, come on! Are you joking? How many rings do they expect you to fly through in the first mission? I don't care. Lex wins.
Then there's no time to waste.
Let's try it one more time. I think if you miss 3 rings, you fail straight up. Which is great because they're very easy to hit. So there's definitely a lot of leeway. Oh no! Oh no! Cars! Huh. We did it! He blew up the cars. Oh no! There's another car! Solve my maze. Hello, Superman. If you want to find your friends, you must solve my ring maze. Can you do it? I don't think so. This is what y'all wanted, right? Superman 64. The game you guys know and love. You think they'll ever make a Superman game? Well, there was the rumors that Rocksteady were working on a Superman game, wasn't it? Has more of that ever come to light? Are they actually working on a Superman game, or did it... They're working on a Harry Potter game or something like that, aren't they? I don't remember. Well, let's put the police... Lex won. It's unfortunate. I think
there's no time to waste.
And then it wants you to start back at the start. Yeah, we're done. We're done with that. It's as much Superman as I can take, realistically. No one man can have all that Superman. It's not reasonable. It's not a reasonable amount of Superman. Oh, sorry. Getting a little tensed up. Sitting for a while. Extreme G2 is a game that I'd love to check out, but probably not. With the amount of games we've already looked at, I'll probably put this off for another time. I do like Extreme G1 a fair amount. I played it a lot at my cousin's place. Hold on. Nintendo 64, definitely worth a tantrum. Folks, if you're sitting at home and you don't have an N64, find your nearest loved one, drop to the ground, kick and scream. Get that N64 that you deserve. And hell, you'll get a free collector's edition Zelda watch. Pokemon Pikachu! I had one of these. I had a Pokemon Pikachu. I kind of wish I still did. That'd be funny. I remember just sitting there and shaking it because hell, if I was actually going to walk around with it, it's too slow. I need to train my Pikachu now. I got to collect those volts. So... here's strategy A for getting an N64. Could we please go to Sears? They're having a big sale on lots of cool Nintendo stuff. Or strategy B, as I mentioned earlier, kick and scream. Are you ready to rumble? Eidos and Core offer a 3D brawler with 4 unique characters. Fighting Force. 2 players can battle as a team against the evil Dr. Zeng and his minions. Never heard of this game. It looks not good. I know it's bold to judge a game so quickly, but I'm looking at this. It doesn't look like a game that would be good. The 21st century has just begun, and the apocalypse the insane Dr. Zhang has anxiously awaited never happened. Now the evil doctor, equipped with biological warfare and a crew of brainwashed followers, is determined to make Armageddon a reality. You'll also need some ammunition. Use loose objects such as knives or broken bottles as deadly weapons. Yeah, that seems kind of jank. Here's your 4 characters: Alana, Hawk, Mace, and Smasher. Smasher is so strong he can tear an engine out of a car and launch it at the bad guys. Smasher does have one weakness: his slow feet. Of course, sorry, I'm looking at these. Alana, she may not be the strongest. Mace, not as much strength as her male counterparts, because of course this is video game design. Women are just weaker, clearly. I am glad that we have kind of like moved away from that era of game design for the most part. It's so stupid. This game looks really ugly. Oh, in the year 3000, there. Oh, we got a 2-page ad here. There are no petting zoos. I feel like this game, or this magazine, gotten thrown off a while ago. Because, like, I feel like this should be a 2-page spread with this page being on the left and then this page being on the right. I feel like some of the posters early on kind of, like, moved things off course. Because, like, this ad should be a 2-page spread rather than being across a page turn. I don't know. I think something about the layout of this magazine just kind of got, like, thrown out of whack. Some of the ads are just in really weird spots. Anyway. Space Station Silicon Valley. That's what I was getting excited about. Wipeout 64. Wipeout's a good game. Not really good enough to make me want to, like, check it out right now. Psygnosis. Latest installment of this futuristic racer is finally here. 6 new gut-wrenching tracks, 4 cutting-edge ships, dazzling graphics, a booming techno soundtrack, super fast gameplay, 4-player split-screen action, and... Okay, another typo. There's supposed to be an "and" here. Because this sentence just kind of goes and then just stops. Super fast gameplay, 4-player split-screen action, an arsenal packed with mind-blowing weapons. Not only does Wipeout 64 live up to the Wipeout tradition, it may just be the best Wipeout yet. Wipeout's cool. I haven't played Wipeout in a very long time. I did play Fast Racing Neo, though, which is kind of a Wipeout game. Alright, here we go. Officially licensed Nintendo Collectibles merchandise. You could get a 6-inch action figure of Link and Ganon, a 3-inch action figure collectible box set with Link, Ganon, and Zelda, Link bendable keychain, Zelda t-shirts, Zelda sweatshirts, and Zelda baseball caps. Look at Ganon's face. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one happy guy. There he is. Oh my gosh, is there more? No. You gotta have a lot of balls to play a game this real. 16 balls to be exact. Well, I guess no one's allowed to play Virtual Pool 64 because no one out there is gonna have 16 balls. Yep, okay, moving on. Counselor's Corner. Guys, I'm playing Forsaken 64. How do I complete the sewer level on the right branch? Only the most accomplished space bikers need apply for the harrowing sewer mission. You must defeat at least 80% of the enemy vehicles to move on to the next area. If you don't rack up enough wins within the 4-minute time limit, and that's fun to say, 4-minute time limit, 4-minute time limit, you'll be booted back to the ship level on the middle branch of the game. To score 80%, you can leave no more than 8 enemies by the end of the stage. Keep your weapons charged and never pass a power-up. Never played Forsaken 64. I did play Mission Impossible. I'm always caught in the terminal room. As you descend into the terminal room to download the secret NOC list, remember that the red lasers are defensive weapons and that the yellow lasers are part of the alarm system. Almost all the yellow lasers sweep back and forth, and it's best to wait for them to pass before you descend any farther. It's a really... All the people in these screenshots seem to have way smaller heads than when we played it. Like, these must be in development screenshots. Because when I played, the heads were so much bigger. Now, Panzer, I desperately hope you're still in chat, because I have questions about Quest 64. How do I activate the Glencoe Forest Warp? Back in Volume 110, we stated that the Glencoe Forest Warp takes you to Cull Hazard. In fact, it takes you to the Blue Cave. This warp becomes active once you have the Water Jewel. To find Glencoe Forest, walk south from Connor Forest and look for a trail leading to the right. You'll come to a ledge, press against the ledge, walking back and forth as you go to find a hidden log that leads into the ravine below. Below, you'll find the path to Glencoe Forest. I'm Layla, the sorceress. My destiny is to protect Larapool, but somehow the wind has stopped. S64 is not a good game. Oh hell yeah, Castlevania Legends! How do I defeat the first knight? To defeat the Knight Errant, you must use the Fire Soul weapon as soon as he appears on screen. Ooh, Mystical Ninja starring Goemon. How many hearts can I have in my strength gauge? There are 20 total. Stand in the water and hold Z for 10 seconds to regain your health. Oh man. Alright, guys. Achievements don't exist yet. Here are some challenges for you. Alright, this is your homework for the day. Between this stream and the next stream, here's what I want you to do. The challenges, you gotta catch them all. There's 150 types of Pokemon, and the only way you'll track them down is by trading Pokemon you'll find in the red and blue versions of the game. You can catch them all, snap a pic of your maxed out Pokedex, send it to me. Don't send it to don't send it to Nintendo Power. We don't care. Send it to me. DM me on Twitter at Cowbox. I want to see your screenshots of your completed Pokedex. Now, Banjo-Kazooies. Use the Talon Trot, Beak Barge, or wherever else it will take to find the 100 notes, 10 Jiggies, and both Honeycomb Pieces in Mad Monster Mansion, Rusty Bucket Bay, or Click Clock Wood. The reason why we talk about these levels specifically are because these are the levels that showed up in this magazine, where we told you to find all of these things. This is your test. Were you paying attention? Get into the ring as well as the arena by wrestling up a high score in WCW/NWO Revenge. Pin down a high score in the mode or title match of your choice, then send me a photo of your score. You can access the score ranking screen by activating the option menu. Oh my god. Okay, I thought this was someone's total points. This is Venomian units destroyed in Star Fox 64. You go, Justin Casson. Ooh, what is this? In Volume 110, we challenged budding musicians to pen a hit song using the Game Boy camera's DJ mode. After an overwhelming response, we're up to our ears in music. Here's just a sampling of some of the noteworthy compositions, and here's something else that should be music to your ears to print sheet music. How does this... Okay, hold on. Folks. Do we need to boot up Game Boy Camera and see if we can get one of these working? I don't understand how this works, but I'm interested in it. Yeah, hold on. We gotta do one of these. This is wild. Much as I'm enjoying listening to Lonely Rolling Star, we gotta listen to this music in the magazine. Game Boy Camera. If I can find it. Well, I hope this isn't an indication of the music we're about to listen to. Alright, where is... Nope, this isn't... Where is DJ mode? Where is DJ mode? Where is DJ mode? Hold on. Game Boy Camera, DJ mode. First, activate the play screen, shoot the spaceship emblazoned with the letter D to dock into DJ mode. Okay. There we go. Found it. That was a weird amount of work. Alright, let's create new. How do I... Okay, I found it. Alright, let's do Chloe Zarya. Sorry, this could take some... What is... I don't understand. I don't know how to make this work. This is I don't know how to select the duty. I press select and it switches to... I don't... What is this? Step? How do I... I'm pressing, like... What? This is so much work. Oh man, this is a lot of work for something that I'm not sure how to really get it to work. How do I change the duty? How do I change the gate? I don't... It's like, I'm pressing... I... No. We're done. I can't... I can't do that. I don't... No. I can't control it. I literally just cannot control it. I can't make it do the things I want to do. And also it sounded bad. Players poll. What is this? But you just mail in saying, here's the game I want. In clear, it's not clear purple, it's atomic purple. Come on. Come on. Atomic purple. Stream G2. I would probably play this game if the stream wasn't rolling as long as it currently is. I like the first Extreme G. It absolutely does not hold up. I've never played Extreme G2 or 3, and it would be something I'd be interested in seeing another time. It's a futuristic racing game in like the vein of F-Zero, but instead of super fast cars, it's super fast bikes. Crash Crisis, Peppa Stiletto. Oh man, these are the greatest Heat signature names. I could see where Tom Francis got his inspiration. Muff. South Park. Now for Game Boy and N64. Don't forget your best friend. Your main gun is a useful tool, so don't forget to use it as much as possible. Top Gear Overdrive. What is this? Ooh, we're getting into reviews. This is an... Oh man, that is an ugly car. No. No. Alright, we gotta see it. Okay, guys, how well do you think Ocarina of Time reviewed in Nintendo Power? Take your best guess. I'm guessing straight 5 across the board. Let's take a look. Oh, no. Okay. First off, I guess back in the day, they ranked on a 10 scale and not a 5-star. And even then, it's not perfect across the board. Alright, hold on. The wait is over. Zelda has arrived. Miyamoto doesn't disappoint. The sole person behind the game, Miyamoto, handcrafted this all by himself. Ocarina of Time includes all the best elements of previous Zelda games, such as multi-room dungeons, colorful characters, clever puzzles, frightening monsters, and a heroic theme. New elements include 3D battles, horseback riding, the realistic passage of time. That's true. You put your sword in the Temple of Time, and then you have to wait for 7 years. Real time in order to progress the game. Scott says variety and exploration on an unprecedented scale. Andy says say goodbye to your friends and family before you start to play. Deep, mysterious, thought-provoking. All games should be like this. Hell yes, Turok 2. Man, I like Turok. The games aren't actually that good, but I like them. It's bigger and better in every way, including one of the best multiplayer Okay, is it Turok 2 that had the cerebral bore, or is that Turok 3? Because that is one of the most insane weapons in any multiplayer shooter. bonkers. NFL Quarterback Club 99 got an 8.5. Incredible graphics. Not enough hours in the day to play. Man, I have Turok, the PC port. I need to get back and play that more. Does Nintendo Power ever review a game badly? Yeah, actually, they have. It's almost never Nintendo games proper. They usually score at least a 3.5 if they're being really critical about it. But games for Nintendo but weren't made by Nintendo proper can get pretty low scores. Buck Bumble. Buck and the herd enemies all look great. So do the special effects. Buck hovers, zooms, walks, and flies in loops. What more could you ask of a bee? The drum and bass soundtrack is the best game music I've heard all year. I would agree with this if we didn't play that extreme snowboarding game. The buck stops here. Just couldn't get enough of it. Wipeout 64 graphics matches Extreme G2 almost pixel for pixel. I mean, you put those two games on two separate monitors and play them both at the same time, you literally can't tell the difference. They look exactly the same. Body Harvest, game I need to look up more of. Most important play control features work smoothly. Body Harvest is a brilliant mix of action and adventure, sci-fi and horror. The worlds are huge, full of areas to explore and dangers to avert. Body Harvest may be the most varied game ever made. I mean, I find that a little hard to disagree. I mean, you could walk around and shoot enemies. It seemed pretty alright. Ocarina of Time probably does the walking and adventuring a little bit better, but... It's like It's like Starship Troopers meets Blast Corps. They missed an opportunity to give NHL 99 a 9.9. They should have done it for the funny joke and not because it's actually... What did Glover get? 7.4. A hands-up winner. They could have just called it thumbs up and not hands up. Who raises their hands to indicate pleasure about something? It's a thumb. The variety of moves that you can make with Glover to push, roll, throw, and walk the ball through each area is the key to the game. The play control seems natural and smooth. Although Glover doesn't have the big name like Zelda or Turok 2, it's a quality game that won't disappoint. Oh, hell, okay, okay, what's the soundtrack for Twisted Sound? The grunge soundtrack has just the right edge for the game. The voice comments include stunt names and current position. The inclusion of course extensions and mirror tracks is nice. The physics are inconsistent. No road feel, you just float. Fighting Force 64 looks about as impressive as we thought it did. Dual Heroes. Is that a fighting game? It is. Yeah, I don't think this came up in the magazine anywhere. Interesting. Characters have definite Power Rangers look. I'm looking forward to seeing... They should play this on Ranking of Fighters Giant Bomb. Oh man, the Game Boy Color itself. Why not? Let's give it reviews. 8.5. It's kind of hard to rank graphics for a system and not the games made for the system. I mean, and is it really fair to judge the controls? It's 2 buttons and a D-pad. I mean, I don't disagree. It's a great system. It's just weird to review the system on the same scale as we're reviewing games. Like, look, they ranked game design. They gave the Game Boy Color an 8.8 in game design. I don't feel like that's really fair for the system. It doesn't make the games. Frogger for the Super Nintendo. The only Super Nintendo listed here. 6.1. It's Frogger. What more do you want? This, man, Nightmare Creatures, gallons of gore. This page layout is very, very reminiscent to like the layouts of the spreads that come right after the fan mail in the issues that we've looked at previously. I wonder if this is just like a section that they've expanded on and then moved earlier in the magazine as time went on. Oh no, they're announcing the Nintendo 64 Expansion Pak. Have you ever wondered about that little cover that says a memory expansion on top of the N64? Well, wonder no more. This fall, Nintendo introduces the Expansion Pak, a 4 MB RAM expander. What does the extra RAM do for the games on the N64? Well, only 2 games need it to work. So, pretty much nothing. The extra RAM of the expansion pack can give the programmers the system memory they need to add enhanced graphics, sound, and other capabilities. For example, in Turok 2, you can play the game in stunning high-res mode, 640 by 480 resolution. If the expansion pack is plugged in, Rogue Squadron also makes use of the expansion pack to give the players the high-res experience. $30 for the expansion pack, or just buy Donkey Kong 64 because we fucked up and it's the only way to make a game not crash. Oh no, it's Nightmare Creatures, a game I am interested in, but also am getting quite tired, and we're very near the end of this magazine, so I think we're just going to power through. Sorry, Nightmare Creatures, if you show up again, I definitely want to take a look. On the night of the Great Fire of London in 1834, a secret society called the Brotherhood of Hecate unleashes a great experiment, a virus that turns man and beast into slavering monsters. It's just your luck. An abundance of werewolves in London. That's my kind of night. Yeah, so to be clear, I believe the only games that strictly require the expansion pack to function, period, is Perfect Dark and Majora's Mask. I believe those are the only 2 games that were like, you literally can't play the story if you don't have it. Donkey Kong 64 only technically needs it. The story behind that is that Donkey Kong 64 had a bug where the game would just crash eventually, and they couldn't figure out how to fix it, but they found that it just never happened on systems that had an expansion pack in it, so they just bundled the expansion pack with the game, and it cost them a lot of money, but they couldn't solve the bug. But as far as it's concerned, it isn't necessary to use the expansion pack, it just avoids the game crashing eventually. I'm not interested in checking it out. Oh man, Vigilante 8! I like that game. That's the poor man's Twisted Metal, but it has a really killer soundtrack. All the cars are really creative in my opinion. Hell yeah, casino games with Elvis impersonators. Ooh. At the recent ECTS trade show in London, Rare showed more tantalizing snippets of 2 upcoming N64 games, Perfect Dark and Jet Force Gemini. They gave Pack Watch some prize screenshots of the game. Jet Force Gemini is scheduled to be the first of the duo. Perfect Dark, which has impressed everyone with its real-time ray trace graphics, is already rumored to be the most incredible action game ever. I do really like Perfect Dark. That game is really cool. Pack Peaks, Viva Las Vegas, Rayman 2, Revolt, River King, Oh yeah, love fishing games on my N64 system. Release forecast: Castlevania 64. Magical Tetris challenge featuring Mickey. Oh god, this looks gross. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this Tetris. There's a 3x3 square. That's so fucked up. Why would you ever do that? No. Ooh, what's this? These Nintendo Power issues are available individually. Add them to your collection. Features in the... Okay, that's cool. So you can just order individual issues that already exist, and it tells you a very quick list of what's in it. That's neat. I never put too much time into Jet Force Gemini. I rented it once, and it didn't really click with me. It's a game that I'll definitely have to revisit if it ever comes up, but my understanding is it holds up very poorly. It's a really bad ad for Scars. Hey, hold on, whoa, 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 hold on. Something about this image doesn't look right. Hold the fucking phone. Hold up. Hold on. I need to check something real quick, folks. Let me zoom back out real quick. I want to make sure we're still reading a Nintendo Power magazine. So let me, what page are we on here? It's page 144. Let me come down here real quick. Let me take this all the way back to the start. Make sure I didn't mess something up. Yeah, this is a Nintendo Power magazine. Seems a little messed up. They put a PlayStation controller in one of the ads, but I guess I must have slipped past the editor. Hope someone got fired for that blunder. Star Wars Rogue Squadron coming next issue. Inspired by the Hoth level in Shadows of the Empire. Man, the intro level to Shadows of the Empire is really cool. Shadows of the Empire is not a good game. What is the name of the main character from Shadows of the Empire? It's like Dak something. No. I keep wanting to say Dak Faden, but that's not it. That's gonna bother someone in chat. Tell me what the main character's name is in the Dash Rendar. There we go. Thank you. I knew it started with a D. It's such a dumb name. Join the Zelda 64 USA launch team. Pre-buy The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time at any FuncoLand store and receive the gold cartridge, a launch team membership t-shirt, and a membership card and a membership poster. That's an interesting way to advertise. Buy it now. You'll be part of the team that helped launch Zelda Ocarina of Time. Turok 2. Turok is cool. Not very good, but I like it. We'll have to visit Turok sometime if it ever shows up in a magazine. And that's it. Retro Mags. Oh, this is an ad for the people that archived this issue. Thank you very much, Retro Mags. It's really fun to read over these old issues of Nintendo Power. It looks like that's it. That is the final page of Nintendo Power issue 114. Thank you so much for tuning in. We visited a lot of games in this issue. I am tired, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'll see you guys next time. I'm probably gonna want to plan to do another stream. I said earlier about every other week. These streams are a lot of work and very exhausting, so I don't want to like do it every week. But sometimes I might be able to do it the next week, and if I do, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But for the time being, expect the next Nintendo Power quest to be in 2 weeks from now. But thank you very much for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys next time.